Welcome to this first tutorial where you're gonna learn how to build your own model. So we are here on the home page of the Gaïa software. So as in the second tutorial, you can click on the model arrow to go to the model sheet. You have already seen this sheet when you learned how to use the predefined scenarios. Nevertheless, in this tutorial we're going to use how to build our own model. As for the predefined scenario, you got here the subcatchment with the percentage of agriculture, forest and rocks. When you're building your whole model, never forget that the total land use has to be 100%. You also have 3 parameters that you can change wherever you decide to build your own model or use the predefined scenarios. You can change the base flow, you can change the time step, or the percentage of interflow. These parameters are described in our website in the page The Bucket Model. So, if you have already used our software, you can use the start button to build your own model. But never forget, before you start a new model, you need to refresh the tables always. It's better to refresh them twice than not refreshing them. But for this tutorial, we're just gonna click on the tutorial button to see the steps we have to do to build our own model. So first you have to refresh the tables. Really, I insist on that because it is very important. Here the tables have already been refreshed. So first you need to import your rainfall data. Click on the button. You're just arrived on the tab Import Rainfall Data. So click on the Import button and choose your file with your rainfall data. So here we're going to choose this text file. Click on OK. So now your rainfall are imported. Don't forget to always check your data, of course, because some number format are not the same in England or in other European countries. So always check your values, your rainfall data or your land use data. So back to the model sheet and the tutorial. So now we have imported our rainfall data and we need to import the land use data. So click on the button, right, like for the rainfall. So choose the file you want to import. And click on OK. As for the rainfall, check the data. So you can see here that the sheet calculated the percentage of each type of data, of each type of land use you have in your catchment, and you can see it on this graph. So getting back again to the tutorial. So now that you have import all your data, the rainfall and the land uses values, you can run the model right now, but you can also play with the spinners here to change the data. I'll show you. So just using here. Oh, you see, you just have now more than 100, so it's not good. So really you have to taste it to check. And here you got 100, so you can run your model. As for the predefined scenarios, you can also play with the climate change tool. So choose if you want to increase, decrease the rainfalls and the potential evaporation, and choose the values of this change. Before, if you want to run it, don't forget to click on the Run Climate Change button. So we'll just keep our values as they are right now. So now that you have all your values and all your data ready, you can run the model. After running this model, you can go back to step 0, refresh the tables, and import several data. So in this tutorial we have already run the model because it can take some minutes for you. So just go in the total sheets and you can see that you will have some results, the original model and the current model. You also have this button, set current model as original, which permits you to copy the data of the current model into this data to compare your results. So thank you for listening to this first tutorial. We hope we enjoy the software. Goodbye.